All right, what's good, everybody? This is not a video to try to attempt to downplay anybody in a different demographic, particularly like the Hispanic population. This is not about that, okay? Like me living out there in the Southwest, I've been out here in Las Vegas for a little over 15 years. Be growing up in the South, and I'm starting to even see this more, like when I go, like places like Tennessee, Florida, okay, or trying to think even Georgia, where let's just say that I go to some of the grocery stores, or maybe when I want to go get a drink or something like that. I don't know, one of those nice little slushies at Sonic or that type of thing. If me and my kids want to go visit, all right, that there's a lot of Latin or establishments and all that, grocery stores, businesses, and I see a lot of hardworking Latin people there. That used to be us at one time. Okay, and that's still us, depending on what part of the country. And I'm a lot of the American dream, or the way America is now, was built off immigrants, so forth. Okay, not just Latin people, but people from Ireland, Germans. Okay, I don't know, Asian people. Many of them that live out here. Out west, people from Africa. Okay, as everybody's kind of put in their little ingredients to make America what it is. That's why they call America the melting pot. All right, this is the add-on that a lot of people that were already here. Okay, Native Americans and a lot of people that look like me that were already here. It is what it is. Okay, a lot of people that look like me, they came over here. Okay, and they was able to come over here. Okay, they were not diverted long before Spanish, okay, settlers or British people came over here. Okay, think 500 to 700 years before that. Okay, that's what it is. Just look at dig deep in your history books and find out for yourself. I'm going through the car wash here, so excuse me. So it's gonna be a little bit rattling. All right, I'm pretty sure you can hear it right now. That being said, I want to talk a little bit about this situation with this Title 42. I made a couple of videos about that before, and what's going down right now. Okay, now Title 42, real quick, was a provision that was made in the late 1800s. That was basically something to keep a lot of the Mexicans out, and also Chinese people that built railroads here, like in the 1800s and all that. Okay, to help cultivate, but particularly the West. All right, they didn't really need it. They claim it's because of health, like public health, but I think basically what it is, they didn't really need those people anymore, so they basically kicked them out. And it also happened again, let's see, in the later 20s and the early 30s. Okay, where they may have let people in, let them out, and all that stuff. Asians and Mexicans. Well, the Title 42 was brought also in effect, let's see here, in 2020, with the border situation with COVID. With the what's going on right, during that time, all right, to keep matters from going out of control. Okay, to, I guess, in efforts to protect the people that keep COVID from going rampant, I'd say. Well, that title has got uh, rescinded May 11th, and it's to my understanding that there's been a access of up to about 500,000 people that's either at the border or went past the border, and they're in places like El Paso, San Diego, those places.
Go ahead and pull up Mr. Whistler.
All right. And there's a lot of people that's complaining. Furthermore, the people that were also, let's say, led into the border, they've been dropped off in places like Chicago, New York, and been put in a lot of these neighborhoods where people has been there for generations, particularly, according to reports, the melanated community. Okay?
Hey, how's it going, man? Are you gonna be waiting in there until
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
get
be
to it?
waiting.
All right.
I'm doing something right now, so I'll be back. Sorry as I was interrupted. I'm at the car wash here. We got a lot of doggone cars here, so it's gonna be a while. Here's what I want to say. I do agree, or I'm all about like the immigrants, people that want to come here to achieve the American dream, to get the piece of that pie and all that. A lot of this stuff is government design. I'm gonna tell you something. I hate to tell y'all though, to people that of Latin descent, that if you subscribe to this channel or if you listen to these videos, you have to tune in today. That a lot of the Democrats and all that, okay, but the government, they don't care. All right. I mean, I just say like this: if you get the opportunity, make the fullest of it, but they don't care because all this stuff is political, it's government design, and it's there to get your vote. Okay, that's what it's really all about. All this is all about. Okay, I just think that over time, for the people that's already been, I don't give a damn if you're white, black, or maybe if you were Hispanic that's been here for a long time. If it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Okay, but the generations that have been here are gotten lazier and lazier and lazier. Okay, where you look at, say, for a lot of our ancestors, if you look like me, for an example, like my forefathers, they were farmers, had land and that type of stuff. Okay, businesses. Now I know that some of those businesses were destroyed, or maybe it might have been symptomatically designed to discourage for your business for that business to fold. I understand that, but a lot of kids, as you got again generation to generation, they'll do stuff to take the business and sell it, take the land, okay, that their families have had for generations and sell it, okay. That if it applies to you, okay. If it doesn't apply to you, I told you, don't worry about it, okay. If people are able to keep the land, and or people don't want to work, but particularly what happened with COVID. Now I know that it's a case by case basis and so forth, okay. But they got jobs here and so forth. You got people that still don't want to work. And what's going to happen is that a lot of people that's going across these borders and stuff like that, they're going to take those jobs. Okay, it's either that or AI is going to replace a lot of these jobs or whatever. And then when people want to work, then the jobs are not going to be there anymore. That when the opportunity was open right now, that they didn't take it. And that's what's going to happen. Okay. So whatever that people that don't want to do, okay, if they want to be lazy, they don't want to do what they got to do, well, they always got somebody that's going to pick up the ball. I've, had certain stances about certain things, but those, thoughts or whatever are starting to change somewhat. Okay. I think that if men, guys, if you are dropping the ball, you don't pick up that ball and run with it, you're going to have things like women. Okay, factions like women, the LGBT community, Muslims, Wicca, spiritualism. Okay, and then a lot of these immigrants. Somebody else is just going to come and take over. Another religion is going to take over. Okay, if you look like me, it's also thought that a lot of the wealth, the black wealth, is going to be to zero in the next like 30 years. If we don't find a way, to make the proper adjustments. All right. So that's just something to think about. But there's got to be rules in effect for a lot of these immigrants to come over across the border, Hispanics and so forth. All right. And that's for a reason. Okay. Maybe some type of government program, work program and that type of stuff. All right. To keep things under control, there have to be rules in effect to a certain degree. I do agree with that, but those borders are not open. Now, let me know what you think about the video, okay? Hey, big ups to those who were able to get the opportunity to come here if you're able to get your citizenship. But y'all better get it together as people are being here for me, particularly if you look like me, because they coming. All right, peace.